Good morning, everybody. I've accidentally put my team up first instead of this screen. Hello. Oh, I've not got a light on, so it looks awful. You see this shadow here? Not good. Not good at all. Not good. Anyway, hello. We'll just go on this screen. The shadow's much less there. That's good production for you. What's going on? Hello. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying it already. It's only been a couple of minutes. Big apologies to everybody that tuned in at 9:15 for the stream. So basically, I scheduled my tweet for 9:15, but I completely forgot to put the stream at 10:15. That is why it was 9:15. So sorry, there was like 340 people waiting. I apologise. But anyway, we're straight into it. This is my team. I'm captaining Kane. I've not made any transfers. I might swap Gundogan to Antonio. I don't know. Gundogan to Antonio. I'm a bit worried. Neil's put Gundogan as not starting in his lineup. I just don't think Wolves is that good a fixture, to be honest. Following you in every stream channel from this morning. Yeah, straight from Scout to here. I don't know. The thing is, I've really tried to not make last minute changes. I've had Gundogan the whole time. So to now change to Antonio, I might swap him. I am wavering. As for the or Alonso, everyone going for Alonso this morning. I've got no Bale. No, I didn't get him last week. I kept Son, which now looks great because Son's going to start. Bale might not. Bale didn't get any points last week anyway, so that was quite a good decision in the end, even though Game Week 29 didn't go too well. As for the or Alonso, look, Alonso has massive upside. If you had Alonso at his peak versus Trent at his peak, I'm not sure Trent is the one I would go for. That's how good Alonso is. But the fact is, Alonso's expected, if you look at expected assists, expected goals, or shots in the box, chances created, whatever you want to do, most of Trent's points are going to come from assists. Most of Alonso's attacking returns will come from goals. So if it's for this week only, I would definitely just go for the upside play and get Alonso. Long term, I'm not sure I'm quite as convinced as others that he's going to start enough games to warrant putting in. Azpilicueta is definitely the play, but he's quite expensive. I think you have to take that into account. He does cost a lot of money, Azpilicueta. So I've got Rudiger. With Azpilicueta, obviously, you do get... it looks like you get a sureties of starts. I think the next few matches are definitely going to test that theory, but right now it looks pretty good. We can only go on the info we got, right? And the info we have is that Azpilicueta is going to start quite a lot, right? Definitely. He hasn't missed a game yet, so that is promising. But yeah, this is my team. I've not made... I know people are going to keep asking. I've not made... I should really get it on the screen somewhere. I've not made any changes. I think Gundogan for Antonio might be the only one that I do. Fremo, the 9:15 mistake gave me the excuse not to make breakfast, so I benefited. But you got to eat, though. You got to eat. You don't have to necessarily eat early. I've not eaten yet. I'll eat straight after the stream. Martinez to Mendy. I personally, and I've got him, and I do have a transfer. I don't think you need to make that move this week. I think you reassess next week, depending on what your chip strategy is. Maybe even Martinez to Lloris could be a slightly better move. The only problem you got to contend with is Game Week 33. Lloris is completely nailed on. Mendy pretty much is too, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting him to miss many games, but Southampton have got the double. It would mean playing Martinez against Villa next week, which isn't ideal. But then you can get Lloris in for the double, and then you free hit him out for 33, and then you play him against Sheffield United and Leeds. But is Leeds that good a fixture? I don't know. In general, though, Martinez to Mendy, I would probably put it off a week. Martinez versus Fulham is a great fixture. Play Sofao or Stones. So many people have asked me City versus West Ham. I just don't see Wolves scoring many goals. I'll tell you now, I've said City most of the time. Would I back against that now? I mean, Diaz versus Sofao is a little bit different. Stones, don't even know if he's going to start. But if he doesn't start, he's not going to come on. I still probably back City defence, to be honest. Rafinha captain, Kane the coward's choice. If you want to think like that, think like it. I don't think that's true. Every week I'm just captaining whoever I think is the best choice. I'm making that choice in advance, and I'm sticking with Kane. Rafinha's a good captain. I don't disagree. I just think Kane's better. That's all. That's all there is to it. It's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to it. I'm often wrong. In fact, you might as well just switch off right now, to be honest. Veltman to Alonso versus Lookman to De Bruyne. 1 week punt. Ooh. Who do Fulham play? Oh, Villa, of course. Now, that's tough. I feel like Lookman versus Villa could get you something, and Veltman to Alonso is definitely better. Alonso's the sexier play. I think it's Alonso and Lookman versus De Bruyne and Veltman. I possibly risk the Alonso Lookman one, you know. Start to Mount, Gundogan or Salah. I still don't think I'm at the stage where I can bench Salah, so I'd have to play him. So then it comes down to the other two. And Mount's played a lot of minutes for England, though. That's the only thing. But then Gundogan's played a lot of minutes for Germany. Mount has the better fixture. I'd possibly slightly go for him, but I think overall Gundogan is a better option generally. Diaz to Rudiger, Azpilicueta or Luka Dean. Again, this is definitely not Luka Dean. Rudiger versus Azpilicueta, with Silva back now, there's one less spot, really. If he's going to play most games, maybe he just plays the Champions League because he can't play every other game. Rudiger, I don't think he's going to miss too many, but he's probably going to miss more than Azpilicueta. So it depends whether or not you want to spend that extra money. Like, what can you do with that extra money? I don't think I would get Luka Dean. I think he's good for this week, but I don't rate Everton's defence that highly, to be honest with you. It's all well and good saying he's attacking, but you need those clean sheets as well. Any news on Son? Do I transfer? Lots of people thinking about Bale to Son. You could do it this week. I think you've only got one free transfer. You could just wait. But long term, I don't see Bale to Son being a bad transfer. You've got no worries over starts. You've got good fixtures. You've got a double. If you're only going to have one, Son is absolutely the play. Dean going for Alonso captain. Fair play. Good luck. Look, I know I tweeted that I wanted to blank. It's because sometimes you just get that on Twitter where you don't own a player and every single person's talking about him. And this week it's Alonso. So, I basically, I don't want Alonso to blank. I just want Rudiger to outscore him. There you go. Is that a little bit fairer? But good luck with your captain. Nice to be a bit different. Start Watkins or Gundogan. I have Bale, Son and Kane. Start Watkins or Gundogan. You're in the same position with me with Antonio. I think slightly with Grealish back and Watkins playing Fulham, I think Watkins is slightly better than Antonio this week. I'd possibly play Watkins. I might swap mine. Who do I bench? Diaz, so far, Dallas. Definitely not Dallas. I think possibly so far are those. I think West Ham versus City is tough. City have got the tougher fixture, but City are a better defence. I don't see Wolves scoring that many. Like, I'm playing Dawson. I guess I probably would play City ahead of West Ham, but I've sold my City players to have a West Ham player. So take from that what you will. Bench one of Lingard, Short, Watkins, Bale. It's got to be Shaw, I think, from them. I wouldn't bench any of the attackers. And Dallas versus Shaw, you got to go Dallas. G'day, Ahmet. How's it going? FPL Inkling, Bamford to get some good returns, possibly. Yeah, I mean, it's a great fixture. I'm happy enough with Bamford and Rafinha. I think loads of people have got them. Start Bale or Cancelo. I think I'd just favour the attacker, to be honest. I guess there's a chance that Bale comes on, but I'd probably just start him. Start Target or Cancelo. So we're talking Villa versus City now. These questions are so tough. I can't answer them. Like, I need such a good reason to bench Cancelo. He's not going to come on probably if he doesn't start. I'd probably play Cancelo. People are going to kill me when Leicester score in the first minute. Start Shaw, target Dallas, Chris, or bench Dunk. Yeah, sounds good. It's got a question mark. I don't know what you're saying. Do you have to start 1, 2? I mean, I need a good reason to bench Dallas this week. Cresswell, I think, is good to start as well. If you're asking me who to bench out of those ones, I'd say sure. Start Traore, Aston Villa, or Gundogan. Gundogan. Everyone's looking for a reason to bench him. Is Traore? I don't know. Traore hasn't played any minutes over the international break, has he? He only played 59 against Spurs. I think Traore's a little bit more difficult than Watkins, because Watkins is definitely going to start and play 90. I'd probably start Gundogan over Traore. That's close though. Can we get some easier questions like who to captain, Kane or Rudiger? If you have money to bring in Havertz or Mount, I think with Havertz potentially playing number 9, I think I prefer him to Mount. It's hard to really go on anything so far because Havertz just hasn't played enough minutes, and he hasn't played enough minutes in the position that he looks like he's going to play now. But yeah, I don't rate Mount massively highly as an FPL option, but obviously he is cheaper. So it's all well and good saying money's no option, but money is always an option. Money's always a thing, so you need to decide what you're going to do with it. For the misses bench too, Lingard, Bale, Aubameyang, Cresswell. You can't bench Aubameyang. I think I would bench Cresswell and Lingard, but so many people love Lingard. I feel like I'm the only person on earth who, when they get asked about Lingard benching, they will mostly veer towards benching him. But I think people would prefer to captain him. But Bale and Aubameyang, Newcastle, Liverpool. Do I back Aubameyang against Liverpool over Lingard versus Wolves? I think I do, to be honest. I think I do. Oh, if Rudiger comes out with more points than Alonso, it will be so sweet. A Rudiger goal. Basically, I don't know. Alonso missing up. No, he's not going to take a penalty, is he? I don't know. But Rudiger scoring a goal and Alonso just getting 6 points. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I'm sorry, Alonso owners. I'm sorry, but I don't own him. It feels like he's going to be 100% ownership this week. Which two to bench? Sure. I most times I'll play the attackers, so I would play Gundogan and Watkins over Cancelo and Shaw. Happy Easter. Hello. Happy chocolate egg day. Oh, it's not chocolate egg day yet, but it's chocolate egg weekend. You're telling me to swap Antonio or Gundogan? I might do that. I transferred Mount in the morning. I know I've done wrong. He will not start. Possibly. He might do. Like, he's a fit young guy. Important to the team. But obviously, like Man City, they've got this Champions League game they're going to need a fairly first team for. West Brom scoring. You never know. They scored 3 in the reverse fixture. 2 from Lacazette, Neto and Salah. To play Neto against West... No, I'd bench Neto out of those 3. Start 2 out of Diaz, Cancelo. I'd probably start both the Man City boys, to be honest. If you just wanted to start one, Diaz is always safe. Mount or Bamford? It's got to be Bamford. Like, by a mile as well. By an absolute mile, I would start Bamford over Mount. Mount might outscore him, but that is my final answer. Bamford by an absolute mile. Marlon, thank you. Ashling, thank you. Ashling, see? Good with the old Irish, you know. Owen, Son in for Bale, bring Azpilicueta in and start him. Again, long term, Son, I think Azpilicueta is good long term or medium term. Son's definitely good long term. If you're going to do the other one next week anyway, it's probably best just to get Azpilicueta and just keep Bale for the United game, because I don't see too many points there for Spurs anyway. Start one of Gundogan, Lingard, Watkins. Lingard would be the one that I would probably bench there. He's definitely going to play though, isn't he, in 90 minutes? Oh, Gundogan's doing my head in. Like, too many Gundogan questions, then I'm going to change my mind at the end. I'm warning you now, I will probably start bench Gundogan in the end. I think Watkins is probably the best out of those 3. Play the attacker. Watkins over Reguilon. I think Reguilon definitely starts. I think he was past fit. Davis is out. I just don't see who plays instead of him. I think Reguilon owners were. It's a little bit harsh what happened in Game Week 29, but now he's back for this week, and Davis is out. And I think Neil was saying that the assistant manager for Wales said that he should be back for the Euros. That kind of says that it could be long term potentially. So I think Reguilon looks like the best third Spurs asset right now. Might be wrong on that if Davis comes back, but Reguilon should keep starting. They don't really have... I mean, Tanganga could play there. I mean, they could just play a right back at left back, but I think Reguilon just keeps starting. They're not in Europe. I think he looks great now. Put a Guinness in that pint glass that I've got. It is a Guinness glass. I hope you... Did you notice that? It is a Guinness glass, but sorry, yeah, it's only got H2O. But thanks for that, Kieran. Start Dawson or Wan-Bissaka. That's close. Wan-Bissaka at home. Dawson. I think Dawson's got. I'd probably play Dawson. More goal for it. Better to Son or Dunk to Azpilicueta. Yeah, I mean, all these one transfers. Again, it's going to depend on what you want to do long term. Like, do you need Azpilicueta? A lot of people have got good defenses where they don't need a Chelsea player this week. So that's going to, that's going to change what you do. basically. I mean, Bale to Son, I think, is a good long-term transfer. But if Bale starts, though, against Newcastle, then it might not look good this week. But going forward, it should work out. Gus, how's it going? Only an hour late. That's good for you. I know. I put the wrong time. Forgive me. Will I be doing the wildcard video for Game Week 31? Yes, definitely. At some point. I don't know what. At some point during the week. Probably early on. Bench 1. Lingard, Antonio, or Gundogan. See, this is where I should probably change my team. Because I'm looking at that thinking, I'd probably play Antonio over Gundogan. But I'm literally not doing that. Is he going to give Gundogan some time off? Bench 1, though. Oh, I'd bench Lingard. You've got an easy decision. Take a hit for Bale to Son. I wouldn't take a hit, I don't think, no. Have Diaz sub. No, I probably wouldn't take a hit. I would just hope that Bale plays. I don't know how likely it is, to be honest with you. For anyone that keeps Bale, you have to keep him knowing that there is a chance he doesn't start. But I would maybe take the risk rather than taking a hit. How confident am I that Alonso will start? I'm fairly confident, to be honest. I think Chilwell played quite a few minutes over the break. Alonso didn't. A lot of Chelsea fans think that Chilwell will start in the Champions League as well. So it does look pretty good for Alonso. How often will he start after this week? I don't know. But as a 1 week punt, I can absolutely see why people are doing it. They're going to love watching that early game for Chelsea. I'm probably not going to watch it, to be honest. I'll catch the highlights afterwards. Peter, love your content. Been a great help since I found you in Game Week 8. Good stuff. Glad you found us. Stick around. Hit that subscribe button. Everyone, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're over 148k now. I know. I talked about subscribers all season. I've asked you to subscribe. Thank you for everyone that's done it. But we're so close to 150k now. That's a big number. And then next season, we're going to push for 250k. 250,000. That's what we're going to do. Who would you bench between Watkins or Calvert-Lewin? Definitely not Calvert-Lewin. And do you know who the most captain player is this week? I mean, no one knows until afterwards, but I'm pretty sure it'll be Kane. Havertz in a 3-4-3 or so Alonso versus Havertz. I would go Alonso, honestly, because I would definitely go Alonso as a 1 week punt over Havertz. Don't worry about the formation. It's Alonso versus Havertz. It's just much more. I don't know. Like if Havertz plays number 9 against West Brom, then that is pretty nice, but I feel like the only people questioning Alonso haven't played FPL long enough. I'm not saying that's wrong, but like Alonso's so good in that left wing back spot. I'm so jealous. Let me see Neil's predicted line. I think the predicted lineups on Fantasy Football Sky is probably one of those hard weeks to do it because it's straight after international. So he has Alonso. They said that Werner was definitely starting, didn't they? Tuchel said that Werner was definitely starting. What was it? Yeah, the Chelsea boss confirmed would feature. So he's probably going to start Werner. So does that mean Havertz will he play off Havertz, or Havertz get a rest before the Champions League? That's tough to know. I'd go Alonso though, definitely. I've sold De Bruyne for Fernandes. Massive mistake. Probably not long term because I'm a bit worried about De Bruyne's rotation worries around him. Probably not a massive mistake, but I do think there's a good chance De Bruyne outscores him this week. But we'll see. I mean, you know that Fernandes is definitely starting. Benches boost this week. Have a similar team except I have Mendy, Azpilicueta, Watkins. I mean, yeah, your bench is much better than mine, so go for it. I think with bench boost, just stop overthinking it. The chance of you setting up a good bench boost with a double game week that may or may not happen is so difficult. If you've got a good bench, just use it in a single game week. Just get it over and done with now. Start Lookman or Konza. I'd probably start Lookman, to be honest. Start Rafinha or Diaz. Rafinha, come on. Rafinha or Diaz. People are thinking about captaining Rafinha. You can't be benching him. Again, bench 1 from Rafinha, Bamford, Gundogan, Watkins. You're not benching Rafinha and Bamford this week. Come on. So I think you bench Gundogan in that case. Again, I'd play the attackers map. Have 1 free transfer wildcard next week. Everyone's got that. Aubameyang to Son and start him instead of Gundogan. Other attackers have a Bale, Rafinha. Would you not just do Bale to Son? If you want to get Son in anyway, would you not just do Bale to Son? Because Aubameyang's probably going to start, isn't he? Against Liverpool. I think I'd probably rather do that. Aubameyang to Son to bench Gundogan. I mean, Son is better than Gundogan, so you could do that. I wouldn't. For a 1 week punt, I wouldn't be massively worried about bringing someone in to bench someone else. Dunk or Veltman to what Chelsea defender? I mean, you're probably not going to play the Brighton defender that often, so I'd maybe just keep Veltman because he's cheaper. And I would go Azpilicueta if I could afford it. If it's a 1 week punt, I would go Alonso. Same as everybody else, to be honest. Boring, but it is what it is. Cresswell and Bale out for Azpilicueta and Son. Hell no. For -4. There's no reason, in my opinion, there's no reason to be getting rid of Cresswell. He's got a good fixture this week. He's very attacking. He's got good fixtures to end the season. I wouldn't take a -4. You just do Bale to Son for free. Bench with Sanchez, Diaz, Dallas, Watkins, or save for later. You're Amanda Holden. I wonder if that's the actual Amanda Holden. You're going to have to go and have a look for yourself. Go on livefpl.net, go to the transfer planner and see what your bench looks like in the future. And if it's not better than this one, just bench boost now. Still Mount or Wan-Bissaka, still undecided. You got to go for Mount. You got to play Mount over a defender. Alonso or Azpilicueta for a bench boost. Again, if you're wild carding next week, just get Alonso. Honestly, just go for it. I know there's a chance Azpilicueta outscores him, but where's the excitement in that? Start Diaz or Konza. I'd probably go for Man City. I have double Villa defence and no Chelsea. Should I switch one even though they have Fulham? Either Konza to Alonso. Again, if you've not got a wild card, I don't think there's any need to get rid of Villa defenders this week. I mean, the Chelsea defender's better. If I had 2 free transfers, I probably would do it. But with just one, I'd maybe just hold, to be honest with you. Target Dallas, who not to play? Again, are you playing 3, 4, 5? I'd probably want to play Cress. Surely people keep putting Dallas in who to bench. Surely you're not benching Dallas against Sheffield United. I mean, I would definitely play Dallas. I'd probably play Cresswell and maybe Diaz. So Watkins for Bamford this week, free transfer. I mean, Bamford is better, but after this week, the fixtures get pretty bad for... I mean, they're pretty bad for Watkins, to be honest, as well. They're not great for Bamford either. And maybe just hold. Again, like bench, like I'm gonna stop answering questions when you put in like players you're definitely not gonna bench. Like bench one, Aubameyang, Rafinha, Bamford, Gundogan, Kane. Bench Kane. You're not gonna bench Kane, surely. The actual decision is Lingard, Watkins, Bale, maybe. You're not Gundogan. You're not benching Harry Kane. You can't put him in the list. Or Rafinha, or Bamford. I would bench Gundogan or Lingard probably out of those ones, Duncan. Just using your question as an example. Don't put Harry Kane in a who to bench. Come on. We ain't benching Kane. Would you still go Alonso over Azpilicueta for a 1 week punt when bench boosting, given you've no bench? Yeah, good question. Aveen? Is it Aveen? Am I nailing all the Irish names? I hope I have. I mean, I've lived there for nearly 10 years, right? Would you still go for Alonso over Azpilicueta for a 1 week punt when bench boosting, given you've no bench to cover Alonso not starting? Yeah, that's a good question. If you wanted to play absolutely safe, you'd probably do go Azpilicueta, but I would still risk Alonso, I think. I know it would suck if he doesn't start and you've bench boosted, but if he does and you've got him, you've still got 3 other players, right? Alonso's so good. I mean, it's not like Azpilicueta has no attacking threat, but like in that game, if Alonso starts, he's basically going to be playing as a forward. He's going to be just up the pitch all the time. He's going to have no defensive work to do. It's going to be ridiculous. Dallas, Lingard, or Watkins. In that case, I would bench Dallas because it's 2 attackers. Cancelo to Alonso or Bale, Gundogan to Havertz. Cancelo to Alonso probably. Play Mount or Gundogan. I'd probably play Gundogan. I think Gundogan's better than Mount. And I don't think you can guarantee that one's going to start over the other. De Bruyne or Salah, use my wild card this week. I would... Salah is a bit annoying, but I probably would just back the fixtures and the fact he's probably going to get a little bit less rotated, but Liverpool also do have Champions League, so it's not completely out of the question that Salah gets rotated as well. Kepa will start, remember me. I probably won't remember you, but you'll remind me anyway, so when you remind me, I'll remember you. Is that a deal? Start one of Watkins, Antonio, Cresswell. And Antonio. It's interesting how some people say play 3 instead of bench 1. Stones, DS, Konza, Dallas. I mean, I'd probably bench Konza. What if Alonso doesn't start? Everyone banking on him when it's very possible. He's rested for the Champions League. Look, the thing is, oh my God, Alonso. We could go round in circles on Alonso. It's not like everyone's getting him in thinking it's 100% likely that he starts, but he hasn't played any minutes over the break. Chilwell has, and a lot of Chelsea fans seem to think that Chilwell will play the Champions League. But you're right. There's no guarantee, but I think defensively Chilwell is better, isn't he? Like Alonso is better attacking, Chilwell is better defensively. So I'm not sat here telling you there's no risk with Alonso, right? There is a risk. There's a risk if you keep Bale. There's a risk if you play Gundogan that they don't start. After that, I can't tell you much more. Ex-West Ham employee confirms that Alonso starts. Has he actually said that? That is a guy I would... hang on. He's not... Why would he know? Why would he know? I think you're winding me up. They're not even playing West Ham. Are you making me check? I should really ban you from the chat. I don't see that anyway. Alonso the best 1 week punt, bench 1. I don't know if he's the best. It depends on the rest of your team, but he's very good. Okay. Bench 1, Watkins, Gundogan, Aubameyang. Probably Gundogan. Start Sofal, target. Sofal, I think. I wouldn't get Alonso from -4, I don't think. I'd probably start Sofal over target. I think it's a good fixture for West Ham from a defensive point of view. I'm just so happy that the Alonso FPL debate is back. I don't have him, but it's a great throwback. Absolutely. Who to bench? Lingard, Neves, or Stone/Evans. I mean, I'd definitely bench Evans over Stones. Ultimate Modern Game. Glad you're enjoying it. Start Struijk or Cancel. I'd probably start Struijk just because of the good fixture. Play 2. Antonio. I still don't know if to bench. I still don't know if to bench Gundogan. I might just bench him. Play Antonio. I just don't think. No, I'm gonna stick. Antonio could hurt me though. Antonio's so good. Antonio is so good. I'm kind of in two minds because Antonio, like with everything equal, right? If they were playing the same fixture, I would definitely play Antonio over Gundogan. So I'm basically backing Wolves' defense over Leicester. Like the amount of shots that Gundogan's had recently is quite low. 0.55. Oh, Antonio's so good. I'm looking at stats and he's so good. I still think people don't realise how good Antonio is. And I'm sat here telling everyone how good he is. And I'm benching him. I'm going to decide now. Oh, I've not done fan team. Oh, balls. Antonio bullied the Wolves defence in the reverse fixture. They're going to play 3 at the back. Bolly, Saiss and Cody. It's going to be tough. Antonio's at... If I see Gundogan start, though, that'll be annoying. Thanks for that, Loz. Last 6 matches, Antonio 10 shots to the box, Gundogan 9 from Fantasy Football Scout. Antonio's had more big chances, created more chances, higher XG. The thing is, I just don't see Gundogan getting rested against Leicester and then against Leeds. I just don't see it. If any, I mean, great if he gets rested against Leicester. I'd probably keep him for Leeds. I don't know what to do. Oh, my days, I don't know where I am now. Is Alonso for Diaz worth -4? Wildcard, probably, possibly not. I don't think I'll be taking -4s for him. Bench Gundogan or Watkins. Gundogan, I think. Yeah, I'd probably play Watkins ahead of Gundogan anyway. Start Lingard or Antonio. Antonio, by a mile. By a mile, in my opinion. Bench order for Stones, Cancelo, Bale. I mean, Bale definitely first, then Cancelo, then Stones. Rudiger or Diaz. Diaz. Sorry, it's in bench Diaz. Play Rudiger. Play 1. Watkins. Ex-West Ham employee on Twitter confirms the existence of aliens. Morning. Hi, Loz. Thank you. Thank you for that. Calvert-Lewin or Lingard. Calvert-Lewin by a mile. Which 3 would you bench? Which 3? I would play probably Bale and Watkins. So I guess I'd bench the other 3, Owen. Mitchell, thank you. Horrendous. Okay, so Salah versus Antonio. I'd play Salah. I have Rafinha, Salah, thinking of bringing in Jota for Barnes. Is that Harvey Barnes, obviously, yeah? Is it wise to ditch Salah or Fernandes for Son? I think Son's better this week, and I think he's better for Game Week 32, so possibly it's a short-term move, yeah? I don't think it, yeah, could be wise. Let's make it harder than Sofal versus Stones. Play Diaz or Cresswell. Yeah, that is much harder. That is much, much harder. Obviously, Leicester are a better attacking team than Wolves. Cresswell is more attacking than Diaz. In that situation, I'd possibly play Cresswell over Diaz. I wouldn't like it that much, though. No, I skipped your question about... Did I? I probably didn't. I probably just answered it very quick. Oh, sorry. Did completely miss it, yeah. Konza to... Sorry, man. Konza to Chelsea to end a hold... Once we're... I'd probably hold the transfer, but if you're going to do it anyway next week, then you could just do it this week. But I think Konza's fine this week, even if you're doubling up. Sorry about that. Bale to Jota Salah this game week, longer term transfer. I just do the transfer later on. I'd probably just hold Bale and hope he starts. Play Diaz to target. Diaz. Son is a good differential captain this week. It could be, yeah. I think my only worry over Son is that he's only just back from injury. How many minutes will he play? I'm guessing he'll probably get 80 to 90. But also, he's been creating a lot of chances instead of shooting a lot. So that's the only thing that puts me off, really. Nikhil has a go and play what? I'd play Watkins over those two, I think, over Lingard and Cresswell. Risk bench boost with Gundogan and Bale or -4 De Bruyne and Havertz. If you're bench boosting, like you can definitely justify a -4 on bench boost. I got to be honest with you though, I don't know how much safer De Bruyne and Havertz is over Gundogan and Bale, but if you're sure about them, then yeah, -4 will be okay. But yeah, I don't know if there's a 100% guarantee Havertz starts. I'm just saying. This is the problem after the international break. It's so hard to call with minutes played and stuff like that. Who to choose for my wild card? Mahrez and Havertz or De Bruyne and Jorginho? Mahrez and Havertz or... I mean, I'd rather have De Bruyne, but I don't like Jorginho. Oh, Iheanacho will then play as third striker. Iheanacho, as long as he keeps his place. We're going to find that out over the next couple of weeks, I think, once Maddison comes back in. Captain Bruno, Bamford, Calvert-Lewin or Son. I'd probably captain Son and Bamford over the other two. DCL's good too, though. Bamford, I think, against Sheffield United. Melier or Martinez. No, I'm already playing Dallas. I mean, Melier is so good for saves, though. If they happen to take lots of shots... I think Melier's got the easier fixture, so I'd probably just play him. It's a bit of a risk, of course, doubling up, but especially Leeds. Leeds do like to give up chances themselves, but I probably would still do it, to be honest with you. Okay, Gundogan versus Antonio. Let's see what the Fantasy Football Scout Rate My Team says. Oh, I've got to do fan team. I've got to do that. Hang on. Let me see what it says for my team. Sean, I want 2 Chelsea owners. Who do I add with Rudiger? Again, Alonso, if you want to take a bit of a punt on him starting a lot. Otherwise, Azpilicueta. Is either worth a 4-point hit? Bale out for Son or Pereira for Rudiger? I think... do you have to start... Oh, you start your wildcard next week. Bale out for Son if you don't think Bale starts. Could be okay for -4 as a punt, but not really a punt, but as a move before a wild card. But you could just risk it. If you've got a good bench, you could risk it. If you don't have a good bench, I'd maybe make one of those moves. No Mendy, Mount, or Havertz. Rudiger. Oh, unconfirmed. Okay, so again, Jason's put this in the chat. I don't know. I don't have this source. No Mendy, Mount, or Havertz. No Mendy. So that would be insane because Mendy has missed a game already. That would probably put me off buying him. No Mendy, Mount, or Havertz. Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Alonso, and James start. Unconfirmed source. Okay, I'm not taking it. I don't know. I can't confirm if that's good or not, but no Mendy. I wouldn't even be massively surprised because he has missed a game already. So it'd be interesting to see if that happens. That's the one thing that puts me off buying him, to be honest. Got to be Big Mike. Antonio, it might be Seb. It might be. George, are you worried about Rudiger not starting? Not now. I'm not too worried because the thing is, you don't want to make too many calls around rotation this week because who knows, right? And I've got a bench anyway, so I'm not that worried. Who the bench want to target Gundogan, DS, or Martinez? I mean, it's got to be one of the defenders. I'd probably bench target in that case. Bale or Dallas? You got to play Dallas. You got to play Bale, surely. I know why you'd want to play Dallas though. Fan team. I'm only like 2,300 in fan team. So I got Luke. I got a good team this week. I'm benching Mason Mount in my team. I'm benching Cancelo as well. I've got Bale. I got a good team. Team's looking great. Sterling. I could swap Sterling. Who to that? I could swap Sterling to Son quick. Sterling, you're gone, my man. You're rubbish. You're a poor pick. Spurs, Son. Yeah, I can do that. I'll get rid of Bale next week. That's done. And I'm going to make Kane captain. Kane and I'll put Son Vice. Why not? I mean, it's not like Harry Kane's going to miss out. There you go. I've still got my wild card in fantasy. I'll do that next week. I'll figure that out next week. Or I'm going to sneeze. I got 12 minutes. Oh yeah, rate my team on Fantasy Football Scale. What does that say? That says to bench Antonio as well. It says to play Gundogan. Oh wait, no. Why is it saying to bench? That's really weird. Oh yeah, it's saying Gundogan. That's really weird. It's saying that Antonio will get more points, but to bench Antonio, that makes no sense. Yeah. West Ham employee fired for leaking the existence of aliens hired by Spurs after stating they could win a trophy. Confirmed. I'm guessing he didn't put that thing out about Alonso then. Aguero and Rafinha for Antonio and Bale. I mean, that's quite the punt that Aguero will start. I wouldn't be so sure about that. The one thing I will say about Man City, I've said this already, I get that people think they won't start because they're going to play Champions League, but Pep might see it that they need rhythm. So if he's going to play Jesus in the Champions League, he might just play him this week as well. That's very much a punt, that, on Aguero. I don't hate it because it's Aguero, but I kind of hate it too. And Rafinha. I just do Bale to Rafinha, in my opinion. Keep Antonio. Antonio's a ledge. The thing is, if Gundogan is bench, he probably won't come on. Probably. I don't know about the don't ask me about this Chelsea source. I don't know. I mean, Jason's been around for a long time. I trust him, but I don't know the source. I don't know the source. I can't vouch for the source, so I'm not saying it's definite. But it is what it is. No, I'm not doing a watch long on Monday. I'm probably going to do a watch long to Newcastle and Spurs. Dallas captain punt, or the only thing I don't mind. Well, I don't like captains on defenders, but I just think like Leeds always give up chances. It is the kind of fixture they will dominate, but I just always worry about Leeds conceding. You have Bruno, Calvert-Lewin, Son, Gundogan, Salah. I'd rather captain Bamford than Dallas, to be completely honest with you. That's just me. If you want to do it, do it. I'm never going to say yes to a defender captain. Or I'm never going to do it. Team value just 103.6 with wildcard and bench boost left. I think I should play bench boost this week and wildcard next week, but I have Gundogan and Bale. Bale to Havertz or Jota for a -4. Yeah, again, who knows who's going to play out of those two. I feel like Jota's maybe a bit safer, but it's not guaranteed. Bale could start. Do you have Son already? Bale to Son would probably be a bit safer, to be honest with you. And he's still got a good fixture. Bale to Mahrez, if you wanted to go a bit more punty. Okay, hang on. Simon Phillips. Are you being serious now? Wait, who's Simon Phillips? Is that you? Oh no, wait, it's a different Simon that I follow for Chelsea stuff. There's too much. If you've genuinely got a source, tweet it to me. Otherwise, let's not keep going on about it. Oh, Chelsea have tweeted out? Is that Havertz? I think it's Havertz, Ziyech, Werner, and Mount in their picture for West Brom. But the social team don't necessarily know yet who's starting. They might do. Just out of curiosity, does the Scout selection video have cowbell sounds in the background music? Don't think so. On a serious note, is it ideal to wildcard on Game Week 31? It might be. A few people are talking about delaying it now to see if we get any double game weeks later on, which could be a play. Depends how bad your team looks for 31, 32, 33, etc. Is Son going to start? I would say probably. Tweet me this Simon Phillips thing, because I don't follow him. To play Bale or Bowen, and also to play Bale or play Bale, yeah. Dunk or Luka Dean, definitely Luka Dean. Should I bring in Jota for Barnes if I'm benching? Why would you bring a player into bench? I don't get that. If you mean bench boosting, then possibly, yeah. Start one: Cresswell, Gundogan, Diaz. I'd start the attacker. I think Cresswell first sub. Who to bench? Bruno. You're not going to bench Bruno, surely. I would out of that lot, I'd probably bench Lingard. Jota, Lingard, Gundogan. I'd probably bench Lingard. I can pick two of these: Bale, Watkins, Gundogan. Bale, and Watkins. Will Dallas outscore Ayling by 4 points? I mean, he could do. He feels like he's more attacking at least. Although Ayling was so close to a goal, I probably wouldn't take the hit. To be honest, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't take a hit. Bench to Cresswell, Dawson. I would play Cresswell and Struik probably. Let's see if I got any tweets. Yeah, no tweets about this Chelsea news. There is 7 minutes to go. There's only 3 minutes according to my watch. My watch is fast. So don't panic about that. Gundogan. Against Leicester. I don't know what to do. Richarlison, Gundogan, or Antonio? Well, right now I'm benching. I wouldn't bench Richarlison out of those three, so it's one of the other two. Right now I'm benching Antonio. That might change. That might change. Hello from South Africa. Hello from Ireland. Captain Kane, Bruno, or Rafinha. I mean, I would definitely captain Kane and Rafinha over Bruno if it was me. And I'm captaining Kane, and I've got Rafinha. So there is your answer. Bringing Rudiger or Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta is definitely the better option for like almost assured starts, but he's more money. So you'd have to decide whether you need that money, basically. Never captain a defender unless it's Duffy, triple captain. I cannot believe we did that, Damien. Honestly, ridiculous. I'm not going to try and pronounce that name because I think I don't know. Do I bring in Ward-Prowse? And if so, who do I sub him out for? Rashford, Gundogan, Bale, or Vardy? No. Ward-Prowse? Not for me. I don't think he's a great option, to be honest. Pretty good at free kicks. That's a fake Rockstar account. It's not. Rockstar won't have the info until 11:15. Don't fall for it. I can't believe people still do that, honestly. If you've seen anyone tweet about that it's Rockstar, he won't have the info till 11:15, so just ignore it. How do you suppose I manage my Leeds triple from next week? Transfer that if you don't want them. Bench them if you do. I would play Watkins over Gundogan. Gundogan, what are we doing? Bench one, not. That's it. Fornan. It's gotta be target surely. Alonso for Cancelo. In isolation, yes. Hazel, would you do Diaz to Azpilicueta? Again, possibly not this week, but I'd maybe do it next week. Again, long term, Azpilicueta is probably the better option. I wouldn't listen to any, unless it's coming from a concrete source, I just wouldn't listen to any rumours about Alonso being benched. I'm looking at reasons to play Antonio. Watkins or Bale? I'd probably play Bale. Just hope he starts. I know there's a risk he comes on. Bale over Gundogan. And will you have Cresswell's first sub with Bale or Gundogan? No, I'd probably play all those attackers over Cresswell, to be honest. Corey, would I change anything? Rafinha captaining. I mean, I would probably play Bale ahead of Trossard if it was me, but I know you're a Brighton fan, so I won't even try and change your mind. Odegaard or Watkins? Watkins by a mile, I think. By a mile. Just saying, just my opinion. Wolves, Leicester. Wolves must have given away quite a few penalties this season. There's quite a big difference between their non-penalty XG conceded and their XG conceded. Like on FBref, non-penalty XG is 0.99 and Leicester's is 1.14. But if you include penalties, Leicester is 1.19, Wolves is 1.17, so it's much closer. I'm going to start Gundogan. I'm going to start him. I know most people would start Antonio. I've only got 2 minutes until the deadline. 2 minutes until the deadline. Start Saka or Traore. Probably Saka. Probably Saka. Is he definitely going to play though? That'd be my only worry. I'd probably start Saka if it was me. Gundogan or Bale. Nah, I'm gonna start Gundogan. Locked in. I've locked in that decision. I ain't changing my mind right now. I don't think. Oh, the thing is, what if you knew Gundogan was definitely starting? I've done fan team yet. I'm gonna change it. I hate making these freaking last minute decisions. So he didn't even play against Fulham. Then he played 3 times. Oh, jeez, I'm about to transfer him out. I better be quick. I don't know if I like it. If Gundogan starts versus Leicester, I'm not going to be happy. It's locked in. Yeah, look. It's been saved. Your team has been saved. Kane captain. I've got De Bruyne vice. Should probably be Rafinha. No, I'm going to put it on De Bruyne. Kane's going to start anyway, isn't he? Dan, sorry, play Cancelo or so far? I'd probably play Cancelo, to be honest. We're locked in, I think. Oh, we're locked in. Antonio. He's starting. Nah, Gundogan's on the bench. Oh, I don't know. I've got to start making last minute decisions. I've been locked in all 2 weeks. I haven't changed my decision at all. Export on kitchen staff confirmed Gundogan starting. Oh, nightmare. Next week will be easier anyway, I hope. All week I've been locked into that. All week. All 2 weeks. I haven't changed my team at all over the 2 weeks. I've been pretty happy with it. Alonso captain, locked in good. Can you stay for the Chelsea lineups? It's another half an hour to fill though. Do you know? I mean, it's potentially 15 minutes if Rockstar rocks up in 10 or so minutes. I'm not completely happy about it. I'm listening to 90s music. Let me just tweet this out. So we can stay on for a few minutes, but I'm not going to stay to the lineups, I don't think. I better put the week, game week 30. I'm not staying on to the lineups at like 11:30. It's like another half an hour to talk about what, you know? Let's talk broadband, is it? I mean that's the only good that was the only good thing about the old deadline streams was the lineups came out straight away. A -4 for Lingard? Hell no. Hell no. Yes, I'll do a wildcard video for next week. Don't panic. Don't panic. You lost your free transfer. What? General's gone no City. Yeah, it's fair to be honest. I might even take Gundogan out for Jota next week. $190s. Right now it is in the summertime. Wait, no. Yeah. Shaggy in the summertime. You've gone for James. Everyone else is going for Alonso. Good luck. Good luck. Why did you leave England for Ireland? Just to work. You had a lion and missed the deadline. Well, at least you got some extra sleep. It's always good. I'm not doing a wildcard draft now. Let's at least get some games out of the way. Do. Expo and kitchen staff. But by the way, I should have said this before everyone left. But go do me a favor, like the video if you haven't already, and hit subscribe if you are new around here as well, please. What are we on now? We're on 148,370. So close to that. That 148k, 150k. Why did I not do any transfer in capital letters? Because who would I have transferred, and to who? If you had £1 for every time someone asks why you moved to Ireland, or like, am I Irish? Am I Irish? Can we see your fan team? You could, I guess. I need to wildcard, I think, in fan team. I might do that this week. I'll see. Oh, this double game week for Spurs. I don't know. I mean, I'm only like 2,390th in fan team. I'll have to take a quick image of it, a quick picture. Okay, let me put it on screen. Fan team. So I've benched Cancelo for Diaz. Maybe I should have played Cancelo instead. I've actually got Souček playing. I didn't even notice that. To be honest. I probably need to change that. I've kept Bale. I bought Son in for Sterling. That's it. That's the team. Can you see that? Should be able to see that. Double Lee's defence. No Rafinha. That's probably quite bad. You triple captain Bamford. Nice. No Salah or KDB on General's wildcard. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think going for no Man City is completely crazy, to be honest. Especially if we're going to be worried about them starting every single week. I don't think that's a bad decision. I'd possibly go without no City soon. No Salah. Yeah, fair enough. I'm back in the fixtures on that. Right, I am going to watch along probably Newcastle versus Spurs, but let me see. I am gonna. Would you start Trent or Dallas this game week? Dallas, but the deadline's gone. Let's just talking about 31 already. Maybe add a countdown timer to deadline in your stream. Yeah, but the problem is, what if it's not completely accurate? You know. Right, I'm going. Thanks very much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm not staying till the lineups, I'm afraid. I will see you on Sunday at 9:30, straight after the Man United game, I think. Yes, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button if you've enjoyed the stream. Hit subscribe if you're around here as well. And I will catch you tomorrow, basically. See you soon.